All right, so today we're going to be talking about vertical angles. And we're going to just identify angles. We're going to identify angles around a point, which you're going to remember from not third grade, fifth grade. And we're going to just talk about some easy angles rules. So like I told you guys yesterday, your success in this unit is really going to be dependent on how well you internalize and memorize these angles rules. Because there are going to be multiple ways to solve the problems that we're going to get into. And what you need to be doing is like approaching these problems just kind of one step at a time. You're going to find an angle, then you're going to see, oh, now I can find this next angle, and now I can find another angle. And you're going to go about solving the angles problems in that way. And sometimes you're going to see one way, and sometimes you're going to, somebody else will see one way, and they're going to be different. And that's okay. So we're learning a new angles rules today. It's called vertical angles. So let's take a look at your first slide here. It says John's, I don't know who John is, but he has a drawing. Angle A, B, C, and D are formed when two straight lines cross. So we've got a straight line here, and we've got a straight line here. Angles A and C are vertically opposite angles. Okay, so we're looking at this angle and that angle right there. Those are called vertically opposite angles. We also call them vertical angles. So go ahead and copy down the red on your blank space, please. Vertically opposite angles are equal. Yeah. Here's how we prove it. Who remembers what a straight line equals? How many degrees? Kendall? 180. Okay. So straight line equals 180, right? So let's say A equals 70 degrees. We're just making stuff up right now. What would angle B equal? So, what would it equal 70 degrees? 110 degrees, right? Okay, well then when we go to see this other straight line, B equals 110, what does C equal, guys? 70, right? So you can see that we just proved vertically opposite angles. A and C are equal to each other. And then of course, what would D equal? 110. Now I made those up. That's not the rule isn't that they equal 110 and 70, it's that they're equal to each other. All right, let's take a look at the next slide. What is the other pair of vertically opposite angles? We already talked about A and C. Alex? Yep, so angle B and angle D. Okay, good. Let's go to the next one. Oh, this is Kyle's drawing now. Let's name two pairs of vertically opposite angles. What's one pair of vertically opposite angles? Annie? Okay, and then what's the other? H and F? Kendall? Angle E and G. Good. Whoops, I guess I don't have those animated. So angle E and angle G and angles H and angle F. Good. You guys have that? In Luisa's drawing, what are the vertically opposite angles? Ashley? Angles S and Q. Good. What else? Gabby? Yep. Angles P and angle R. Good. So anytime you have vertically opposite angles, they are equal. So on your next slide, that's what we're going to write there. They are equal. So the thing about vertically opposite angles, thank you. The thing about vertically opposite angles is they are angles that are opposite each other when two straight lines intersect. So you can't have like, let's say we've got a line like that, and we've got a line like that, and we've got a line like that. Do I have, and let's say this is equal to A, B, and C. Do I have any vertically opposite angles? Let me add just another one here in D. So do I have any angles that are equal to each other using this rule? No, I don't. Good. So they have to be straight lines. All right. So using that rule, this is also called an X rule, by the way, you guys write that down. Yeah. So on your blue sheet that I handed out to you guys the other day, you have X rule, you have Z rule, slide rule, all of these different rules. This is the X rule that we just learned. All right, let's list two pairs of vertically opposite angles here on this slide. Okay, what's one, Kinsey? Good, angle X is equal to angle Z. What's one more? What's one more? Mycoy? Good, angle W is equal to angle Y. So make sure you've written those down. Okay. Now we're gonna cut things. So turn to the back of your packet and just take off that last page. All right. So what I would like you guys to do is cut out the angles on that page. So what you need to make sure that you cut the straight sides and the vertex, but you don't need to cut out like around the wavy lines. Just, you know, you can just cut a curve. The wavy lines don't matter at all. But the straight sides and the vertex will matter. So you need to be precise about those. And then what you're going to try to do is arrange the angles so the vertices meet at a point and you make a complete 360 degrees. Let me show you a picture. So it would look something like this. Does that make sense, you guys? So you're going to find combinations of angles that you can put together to add up to 360 degrees. And if you're missing a scissors, go grab one from the drawers in the back.